Hello, and welcome to the Charterstone Times, an award-winning investigative journalism and local gossip podcast, bringing you the latest news from the Santa Royale Charterstone apartment complex. Here, we aim to be your in-depth source for all going-ons in the Merryworth universe. Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to the Charterstone Times. Today is Thursday, July 4th, 2024, and today is a very momentous day. For not only is today America's birthday, it is also the day in which we will be celebrating the 1000th listen of the Charterstone Times podcast. We here at the Charterstone Times would like to thank each and every one of you for listening to our podcast throughout the years. We also hope that you will continue to join us for the years to come. Let's check in with Merryworth. Yesterday, Mary and Jeff went to get dinner at the Bumboat restaurant. The outside of the restaurant remains unchanged. Someone thanked the other person for what they did for Wilbur today, Jeff. He has his quirks, but he's a good friend. This must be Merryworth, the only person who would consider Wilbur Weston to be a friend. It was no problem. I feel for the guy. I know what it's like to go through a rough patch. If I can help him deal with grief in his own unique way, it's the least I can do, responds Jeff. Wow, how will Mary and Jeff's conversation and date continue? Let's find out. Today we find ourselves outside on the dock, overlooking the ocean. Red and blue fireworks burst in the sky. Today we celebrate the passage of the Declaration of Independence by the Continental Congress in 1776, which announced the separation of the 13 North American colonies from Great Britain. Jeff holds Mary's shoulder patriotically as a single tear falls down his eye. And now, we here at the Charterstone Times would like to look back on some of our Merryworth memories, or our memories as you might call them. Number 1 was a very favorite moment when Wilbur Weston fell off the boat and drowned. This actually happened twice in Merryworth lore, and Wilbur Weston continues to ride boats to have funerals for his fish to this day. Number 2 was the first time we started this podcast. A very momentous occasion when people could find out easy ways to stay up to date on the exciting world of Merryworth without having to have the daily newspaper delivered to their house, or in case they lost it. What a very, very useful podcast this has become. Number 3, in the favorite memories, is everybody's favorite, Keith Hilland. Yes, we had quite a few listeners who were calling in to salivate and talk about how much they missed his broad, muscular shoulders and rippling biceps. They wished they could squeeze him in between his arms like a small little melon man. That's all we have for our listener notes today. Thanks again for listening. That's all for today's edition of the Charterstone Times. Thank you again, as always, for listening, and I hope you will tune in tomorrow to see what else happens in the exciting world of the Charterstone Apartments and Merryworth. As a small clerical note, we here at the Charterstone Times will be taking a brief break for the 4th of July weekend. We will return on Sunday morning to bring you a recap of everything that will happen over the next 3 days in the Charterstone apartment complex. We hope you will tune in with us and listen then.